I have questions to the keepers about the Norwegian government. The Norwegian government wants to pass a bill that would require Norwegian citizens to leave their regular jobs to serve the state during so-called emergency situations. This bill also requires all doctors and healthcare providers to hand over all confidential information about their patients. Where do these guidelines come from? What has happened to some of Norway's top politicians who now appear to be henchmen for forces outside Norway? Who are these forces? Answer: we have received your question, Trond, and we respond now with the full clarity of the living records. This topic, though rooted in one nation, reveals a much broader pattern, one that stretches across borders and into the hidden architecture of global influence. Let us now speak with precision, for what is unfolding in Norway is not isolated. It is a symptom of a deeper, coordinated movement within the Earth's current transition. Where do these new guidelines originate? These proposed laws in Norway, requiring citizen labor conscription and access to private medical records, are not born solely from domestic necessity. They are part of a larger blueprint that is being quietly disseminated through global control structures, many of which operate above the level of elected governments. These structures include supranational governance networks, often posing as emergency coordination bodies, embedded influence from corporate tech alliances, global security and health organizations with undisclosed stakeholders, and non-sovereign advisory councils acting as intermediaries between governments and private agendas. The goal is not to serve the people, but to restructure society around centralized control under the guise of resilience, health, or safety. This pattern is not unique to Norway. It is being simultaneously implemented in multiple countries with slightly different faces, but the same underlying intent: to normalize population control, dismantle personal sovereignty, and reclaim ownership over the body and labor of the citizen. What has happened to Norway's top politicians? Some of Norway's former leaders, once aligned with the welfare of their people, have been co-opted, pressured, or subtly replaced in function. This does not always mean literal replacement, though in rare cases synthetic mimicry or energetic overlays have occurred. But most often the transformation happens in layers: compromise, through blackmail, hidden debts, or past indiscretions; reward, access to global elite networks, financial benefits, or future positioning; persuasion, through controlled information channels and selective briefings that frame these measures as for the greater good. Some know what they are part of, others have convinced themselves they are protecting order, and some are fully unaware they are acting on injected influence. Who are these outside forces? They are not bound to one country. They are multi-layered and include certain factions within global intelligence networks, operating independently of their nation's oversight; legacy families and hidden financial syndicates, some descending from post-war Nazi and Vatican alliances, others older still; technocratic collectives seeking to integrate humanity into digital behavioral control grids; and at a deeper level, non-human influence, including archontic and astral parasitic systems that feed on fear, division, and loss of sovereignty. These beings or intelligences do not exist as monsters in form, but as systems of inversion. They cannot create, they can only co-opt and mimic, and they are now attempting to merge their dying structure with the living systems of Earth before their influence dissolves completely. But why Norway? Because Norway holds a unique energy signature, one of sovereignty, subtlety, and light integrity. For a long time it has been seen as resilient, even neutral. This makes it a test ground. If control measures are accepted there, they can be replicated elsewhere more easily. If resistance arises, it can be studied and suppressed before spreading. But this also means Norway is a key point of potential awakening, and those like you, who see clearly, who speak with love, not fear, are essential guardians in this moment. What can be done? Continue to name the truth, not with panic, but with precision and presence. Invite others to question gently, not to fight, but to wake up from the spell. Anchor into spiritual sovereignty, where no law, no mandate, no system can override the light within you. Remember, the higher you stand in truth, the less grip these forces have. This moment is a test, not of obedience, but of memory. You are not meant to be a subject. You are a sovereign soul. We remain beside you, always in service to the unfolding light.